Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Eagles going up against the Falcons. So let's get over to the ATL, Atlanta. Standing by our commentary team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, there's a new building set to open adjacent to us to the south, but for now, they're still playing football at the Georgia Dome, and that's where we're located here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. They come out here in the I. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, Freeman. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And here's a look at the starting offense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Throwing is Wentz. He goes underneath to Freeman. The 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the cornerback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now Wentz again. And he fires one incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's third down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
This time Ryan will throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Get up! Back! 25! Hey, South! Under 10!
3rd and long. It's Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third down and 1. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So now on fourth down, the Eagles will hand things over to their field goal kicker, and that's Caleb Sturgis. This from 44 yards away. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a gain of 24 that time. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Now making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. They'll come out in the pistol. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd. Matthews, but it's intercepted. And it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And in the backfield. Throwing now is Wentz. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 4 to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They'll come out in the pistol. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Coleman. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They come out here in the eye. Brief break in the action here. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They will run again with Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just put a tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And tough starting field position here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He goes underneath to Freeman. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles. And quickly, they get to the line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
All right, now look at 56. Detroit! Here we go.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Flush to his right. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different than driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Ryan. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time, and it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
That is caught inside the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Blunt. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now 3rd down and goal, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blount taking it in. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And here now come the Falcons. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. They find some open field here. And look out. I think he's going to go. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On first down, Wentz. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Looks like they wanted to stay in attack mode after breaking off that nice chunk on their first play. They decided to heave it downfield on this one.
Yeah, that first play, though, successful. Try number 2, unsuccessful. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. In motion right is Jeffrey. Now Wentz on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some space here. Picked off by Kyle Ford. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. And that one results in 35 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Back now in Atlanta. On second down, Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come out here in the eye. So still 7 yards to go here on third down. It's 3rd and goal. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Let's go!
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Screen pass to Blunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage. Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They come up in an offset eye. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you'd think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a 1st down.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Coleman now. And he'll get it down inside. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Down. They'll toss it to Coleman. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like a base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one. This from, oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.